Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Mubong Park. Let's get right into it. Mubong Park is a member of the National Assembly of Korea, a member of the Six, and the organizer of the God of High School tournament. And until very recently in the manhwa, he was the leader of the world government. Okay, I just said that, but I was really not meant to. I was meant to give the spoiler warning before, but too late now. Okay, this is only for people who are caught up with the manhwa. I really don't want anyone to say that, I spoiled the story for them or anything of the sort. That's really not my intention. Sorry if you didn't know and I just told you, because that was really not my intention. Okay, so now that the weaklings have left, let's get right into it. Okay. Mubong Park is a tall, slim young man with an average build, and he is almost always seen wearing a black suit, black pants, and an orange Hawaiian dress shirt that has flower patterns on it, a look that is associated with gangsters in Korea. He wears a Zen-beaded necklace with a cross hanging at the center. He is shown to be quite ambitious and malicious, where it seems that he'll do anything to achieve his goals, which he will. It is noted that he destroyed an entire nation where one of the senators was having their vacation at the prospect that he rejected his proposition. This was the first scene of the anime, and I believe it was also in the first part of the manhwa, but I might be off about that. He can also come off as egotistical and conceited, as shown when he told Giju to bow to him because he was older, or when he told Judge Q, kneel before me. And when Q demanded answers about announcer T's family, he was shown to not take kindly to his disrespect. He has a soft spot towards honest people, where he first noted that he couldn't bring himself to harm Morijin when he answered his questions honestly without any hesitation. This was a scene that was only in the manhwa, not in the manga. Oh, not in the anime, rather. Jesus. Mubong can sometimes be seen to act cowardly, at least as a joke, where he used Moon Giju as a friend shield against Jin Taijin's kick. He also seems to be somewhat pessimistic when he texted Judge P to save him during Taek Jungal's violent winning spree in the tournament. He also has some sort of unfounded rivalry against Taijin Jin because he lost that fight years ago, and because of the scar that Taijin Jin gave him. And, well, he got his revenge by killing him like a bastard. I'm sorry about your ears. That was unintended. Okay, that was not unintended. I just didn't plan it. Whatever. Okay. After ascending into the world president, Mubong became far more cruel and cowardly, fully willing to sacrifice the lives of non-power borrowers to further his own goals. His hatred and fear of the gods also seems to have increased to the point where he's willing to kill anyone who displays any traits similar to Morijin. However, he was also revealed that this is really to make sure that if another Ragnarok happens, humanity will be ready to combat the gods. To this end, he's also willing to sacrifice himself and others to make sure that the continued survival of Generation X, proactively sealing the Supreme God Tahatgata, or Tahat. I don't know how that. I'm probably mispronouncing that. I just don't really care. Not much is known about Mubong's history, except that he's rich, influential, and a member of the Six, as I mentioned earlier, and now the president of the world government. It has been mentioned repeatedly that he was strong enough to join the Six at the age of 18, mentioned almost exclusively by him, but whatever. He has been considered a prodigy noted by Taijin Jin himself, and also called a tiger cub, a phrasing that he later used to refer to Morijin, Taijin Jin's grandson. Or, well, sort of grandson anyway. Adoptive grandson? I don't know, something along those lines. I know their relationship, it's just hard to phrase it correctly. At some point in his youth, the best shaman in Korea, shaman is like a fortune teller, told him that he would become a king who would revolutionize the world. When Mubong was 18, he fought along the rest of the Six against Taijin Jin, where he was very severely beaten. We know this. About 2 weeks after the fight, Mubong had his first meeting with Mandak Singh, who greeted him in his wheelchair due to suffering from Lou Gehrig's disease. Mandak stated his admiration for Mubong, who replied that he was an 18-year-old combat genius. Conceited bastard. He also seems to be close to Mandak Singh's sister, Mansukh Singh. Man, these names are all so goddamn close. It's like they're trying to confuse us. Who was truly the prophet who was meant to summon the gods. However, because she felt such pity for Mandak, she sort of transferred her prophet abilities. I don't know how this whole thing works. It doesn't even make any sense, at least even in theory, but whatever. So she transferred her prophet abilities, and he summoned God. However, because he was not the prophet, instead of summoning who I would assume was Tahatkata, he summoned Beelzebub, who beat the shit out of him. All of them. He killed Mansak Singh, who was at this point basically Mubong Park's girlfriend and Mandak Singh's sister, which is why it fueled his hatred towards the gods, which is why he began to host the God of High School tournament, because he was doing this in order to find the key. The key obviously being the seal. The key being the one that can break the seal that was placed upon humans, not allowing them to fight gods. The seal in this case obviously being Ilpio Park, which he managed to find in the first God of High School tournament. That is some fantastic luck, if I say so myself, but whatever. Not my problem. And so he managed to use Ilpio Park to break the seal. However, of course, it wasn't only Ilpio Park. There was also the other girl. I cannot remember her name. She is the one who holds Pandora's box within her. Lee Sujin, or Sujin Lee, whatever. Yes, her. So they're both the keys. They broke the pact that was placed upon humans. They began being able to fight gods, thus setting off Ragnarok, in which, basically Morihjin fought off all the gods, saved humanity, and Morihjin and Mandak Singh, what am I talking about? Sorry. And Mubong Park went, well, you saved all of humanity, but not good enough. Kills his grandfather and basically paralyzes him. Well, not paralyzes, but, he forces him to, shrink into a baby where he loses all of... Fuck, I just dropped my phone. I'm so sorry about that. Let me just... Alright, I'll grab it in a sec. Who really cares? Okay, so in which basically he killed Taijin Jin. He made Morihjin way, way, way weaker, and it took Morihjin 17 years to even come to reality with his true self and to begin fighting the world government. And once he did, it did not take him long to set the world on fire. What was it? I think in the manga it was shown to be 6 months before he was just literally walking into the capital city and just beating the shit out of the president like a G. Obviously, and now I'll just go into some of his abilities. I think that should cover most of him as a whole. But let's go into some of his abilities. As a member of the Six, he is obviously very skilled in combat, both as a martial artist and a power borrower. I'm going to be saying power borrower, not chariok, because that word is an absolute nightmare to try and pronounce, so whatever. He easily stopped a fight between Judge Q and Judge R. He later fought Nabong Chim to a stalemate. Obviously, Nabong Chim at this point did not have an arm, but whatever. Mubong Park demonstrated his full power by killing the master of the first heavenly realm, Beelzebub. Although Beelzebub was quite heavily weakened by his fight beforehand, it is also hinted that the cross he wore limits how much chariok he can exert, because he was pouring power into it. It's like a power seal that can contain infinite power, essentially. And Mubong Park for 17 years, no matter how strong of an opponent he was fighting, no matter how hurt he was or whatever, was pouring power into it for the day that he got a rematch with Taijin Jin so he could kill him, which he did, he didn't even need that power for. He literally walked up behind him when he was already weakened and just went poke. Why did you need to save 17 years worth of power for that? Whatever. He dramatically increases his power using the cross, and it allowed him to overwhelm Ilpio Park. Singchul Baek, that is a bitch of a name. And due to the strain from increasing his power using the cross, using his own life force to amplify it even further, and Taijin Jin's counter, Mubong has gone significantly weaker, which he confirmed after seeing Kim Dusik losing his position as a part of the Six to Judge Q. He obviously has superhuman endurance, as literally everyone in this universe does. Whatever. Superhuman ability due to the natural strengthening of his body from training he received from his master Nabong Chim. Superhuman speed, incredible. He's shown to have incredible speed when he broke someone's arm in a quick flash. Dusik Kim stated that he was too fast for it to be caught on the CCTV cameras, which is bullshit, but whatever. Superhuman strength, of course. same as everyone has. He is capable of fighting against and knocking out large numbers of regular humans with ease. High intelligence, well, that one's sort of questionable. He got beaten by a dumbass. Well, then again, Mori Jean did have Han on his side, so I guess that counts for something. And obviously a master combatant, just absolutely fantastic. And just a little bit about his Chariok, or power borrowing. His Chariok works by using his right hand, which has the shape of a cross imprinted on it. His abilities are also often in the shape of a cross, which he uses in the form of gravity-related offensive and barrier-like abilities. And I think that about covers it. This video was not meant to be 10 minutes long. Holy goddamn shit. So I hope you all have a great day, and I'll catch you all on the flip side.